go over the homework. So use the diagram on the right to answer each question. MA, so this is the measurement of angle A and the measurement of angle B equals what? So if I add A plus B, I'm taking the two angles, I'm drawing them together with this red line. What would that equal? Well, I see a box right here, so I know it's a 90. We call this complementary. Okay. Now, this one says angle D and angle blank equals 180. I know this is angle D, and it has to equal 180. So I'm looking for a straight line. Where do I see a straight line with angle D? I could say maybe C, but no, that's not a straight line. I'm going all the way around, so that's no good. Do I see a straight line anywhere? If you said this, you are correct. So, if I'm starting at D, I'm going to keep on going, and I'm going to go into the entire length of the line. So D plus what other angle will give me this straight line? A. If you see D plus A equals 180, it makes a straight line. And we call this supplementary. All right. Now, use the diagram on the right to answer each question. If measurement H equals 43, so, I'm just going to put the 43 here, just because that's what I know. I have to figure everything else out. This is going to be a little tricky. So, let's see if the first one's going to give me a hint to figure out things. It wants me to figure out angle E, right here. Is there anything I can combine with E and maybe H to give me 90 degrees or 180 degrees? If you said that E plus H equals 90, because you see this box right here, I'm going to draw it out for you again. E plus H equals 90. So, what do I know? E plus H equals 90. What is E? I have no idea. What is H? 43. So I erase and replace H with 43. How do I get this to the other side? I'm going to subtract on both sides. And I figure out E equals 47. So I'm going to just write 47 over here, just so I know these angles. Measurement G. How do I find measurement G? Well, I know G is right here. Can I use any of these other numbers and supplementary or complementary angles to figure things out? Yeah, you can. I know G is this big angle. Can I make a straight line with G and something else? If you said H, you're correct. Look right here. We have a straight line right here. So I know G plus H equals 180. If I were to draw it out, it would look something like this. G, H. Straight line. I know H is 43. I don't know what G is, But my equation, I know what it does. G plus H equals, if you said 180, you were correct. Because it's a straight line right here. H is 43. G I don't know. So G plus 43 equals 180. If you do the math, G equals 147. And I'm just going to write that down right here, 147. And there's the last one, angle F. So I still have my straight line, and I have my F. Can I combine this with anything to make a straight line or a 90-degree angle? If I go towards G, that's not really a straight line or a 90-degree angle. So let's go to the other side. And start over here. I'm past 90 degrees because it's a big angle. So I'm going to just keep going, and would you look at that? I make another straight line. So this red part, what two angles am I using? If you said E and F, you were correct. It would look something like this, F, E. Now, what do we know about E? E equals 47. F, no idea. But I know the total has to equal, if you said 180, you were correct. So 47 plus F equals 180. If I do the subtraction on both sides, you would figure out F equals 133. I made a mistake. G is 137. There we go. Okay. So that's how you would solve it. We plug in the points and look for supplementary and complementary angles. We know the total, so we find the last part. It can get a little tricky figuring out which one is complementary or supplementary angles, but if you can draw on the side, it can help you out a lot. So let's look at this one. It says the measurement of G equals 132. Same picture. So I'm going to put 132 here. Again, I'm looking for a straight line or 90-degree angle that includes G. If you said you found a straight line, you were correct right here. I can't go to the other side because that would be way more than 90, way more than 180. So if I go to the other side, now I got 180. So what is H? If I draw it again, here is G, and here is H. G was 132, H is unknown, but I know my total, G plus H, equals 180. Again, I know G equals 132 plus H equals 180. Subtract on both sides. H equals 48. So I have my two angles, and they equal 180. E and F. Let's figure out E first. I know this is 48. Now, do I see a straight line or complementary angle, 90 degrees that I can use with 48. Yeah, if I keep going this way, look. E plus H equals 90. So again, I'm thinking about a right angle. I have E plus H equals 90. I'm going to replace H with 48 because that's what I just solved. And how do I get rid of the 48? I'm going to subtract on both sides. So minus 48 minus 48. And you will get E equals 42. Now the last one. F. Do I see anything with F that I can use that can make a straight line or 90 degrees? Well, look at this. This is a big angle, so we can't use 90 because it's bigger than 90. So I have to look for a line. If you said you saw this straight line, you were correct. So this blue part and this angle will give me a straight line. So E plus F equals 180. Straight line is 180. I know E is 42. Subtract them from each other and you would get 138. So remember, always break it down. Look for your complementary or your supplementary angles. Use the diagram on the right to answer each question. R plus T equals what? So if I do R plus T, what do I get? I get this entire angle. And what do I have? A straight line. So I know this is 180. Let's go to the next one. Q plus S. So if I'm starting from Q, here's Q, and then here's S. If I add those two together, what do I see? I see a straight line. Straight lines are 180. Let's go to the next one. S plus T. I have S here, and I have plus T here. And what angle is this? The total angle equals, you see the box, so you know your answer is 90. The next problem says this. If S equals 32, what is T, R, and Q? So we have to figure out the rest. But if you look over here, it kind of helped you out. We know S equals 32. So what other equation can I replace my S with 32? If you look here, I have two equations I can use. Oh, and I can figure out Q and T. But let's figure out this one first. So I know S plus T equals 90, right? Because we're making a 90-degree angle. So we have 32. Let me write the equation first. S plus T equals 90. I know S equals 32. T I have no idea. Equals 90. Subtract out both sides, and T would equal 58. So let me put that 58 right here. R. Let's figure out R. Now, I'm looking at the 58 and the 32. Can I use R and one of these numbers to help me solve one of the angle R? If I have R right here, if I keep going though, I can make a straight line. So R plus, T equals 180. And if you look on the equations on the left, you'll see that R plus T equals 180. And what do we know about T? What's the degrees for T? If you said 58, you were correct, because that's what we just solved. Bring this to the other side, and you would get 122. It's right here, 122. Now, I have to think about the last one, Q, Q, Q. Where is Q? Q's right here. Can I make a 90-degree angle or 180-degree angle? Can't make a 90-degree angle. I don't see a square like this. But if I keep going this way, I see that I made a straight line from here to here, full semicircle. And what's my equation? Q plus S equals 180. And look right here. That's what's going on right here. So I have Q plus S equals 180. Now, what do we know about Q? Nothing. What do we know about S? S equals 32. So Q plus 32 equals 180. Subtract down both sides. Q would equal 148. Almost done. All right. So this last one, we did it on our previous video right here. So I'm not going to bore you with the whole process again. I'm just going to fill it in very quickly. Remember, this is 45, correct? What is R? Actually, I'll go this way. Okay, this is a straight line. So 45 plus y equals 180. Do the subtraction and you'll get y equals 135. I'm going to keep just going in a circle. Can I use y with anything to create a complementary or supplementary angle? Yeah. I can use z. If I keep going, I make another straight line. And if I do the math here, I would figure out this is also 45. Let's keep going. Oh, W, it already tells you what the answer is. It's 90. It's a right angle. So let's look at this one. How do I find R? Remember, this one's 90. And then this one would also be 90. So 45 plus y equals 90. 45. Now, this says measurement of x plus y. X plus y. Look at that. I go from here to here. I've made a straight line. So that's 180. R and X. Where is R? Where is X? Right here. If you remember, this is 45, this is 45. What does it give you? 90. So we know this is complementary. And let's read this. R and X are what? I just gave you the answer. Complementary. Because 45 plus 45 equals 90. And anything that equals 90, whatever angles equal 90, will give you complementary angles. And that's it for the homework.